Good morning, friends. Today we are going to see the last part from our chapter, that is the human evolution. It is very interesting to find the history of the human being, because as we know that we say that we are the descendant of the monkeys, and monkeys are our ancestors. Then how can we say that the monkeys, they are our ancestor? Actually, what happened, before 7 crore years ago, dinosaurs, they get extincted, and when the dinosaurs disappear, the human evolution has been started, and the ancient animal, that is like a lemur. Today is a lemur monkey. You all are familiar with the lemurs, and the lemur like monkeys, from the lemur like monkeys, the evolution has been started, and the some of the lemurs which are present in the Africa, these lemurs, some of they transfer to the South and Northeast Asia, and from these lemur like monkeys, the gibbons and orang-otan, they might have been evolved. You all are familiar with the gibbons and orang-otan? If you visit to any zoo or a park, then you can see these animals, and now these animals, they are among the endangered species, so a special protection is given to these gibbons and orang-otan. But in the South Asian countries, we can see these gibbons and orang-otan. So the human history has been started before the 7 crore years ago. As the dinosaurs, they disappeared, from the lemur like monkeys, these are the apes, and some of the lemurs, they migrated to the South and Northeast Asia, and before 4 crore years ago, the new ape like animals, they might have been evolved, and these are called as the Egyptopithecus. Now why these are called as the Egyptopithecus? As the fossils of this animal, they are found in the region of the Egyptian countries, so that these are called as the Egyptopithecus. Actually, these are the fossil form, these are not the living things, these are the fossil. And from studying the fossil record, we can say that from the lemur like monkeys, the Egyptopithecus, they might have been evolved before the 7 crore years ago. And from these lemur like monkeys, some of them, they remain in the South Africa, and later on, from these lemur, the chimpanzee and gorillas, they might have been evolved from the lemur like monkeys. Firstly, from the orangutan, gibbons and orangutan, and then the chimpanzee and gorilla, they might have been evolved. The fossils which are obtained before 2.5 crore years ago, they tell us that from this Egyptopithecus, the Dryopithecus, actually these are the name, these are little bit hard, you have to remember this, but these are the name which are given on the behalf of the place from where they are obtained. So on that basis, the names they are given, so we should have to remember this name, like Egyptopithecus, these are from the Egypt. Dryopithecus, these are also the fossils. From the Dryopithecus, before 1 crore years ago, the next species of these ancestors of the human, that is the ape. Actually, these are the ape-like animal, not the erect like the today's erect human being, but these are the ape-like animals, and they are given the name, that is the Ramapithecus, and these might have been evolved before 1 crore years ago. From these Ramapithecus, before the 40 lakhs years ago, the next species of these ancestor of the human being, that is called as the Australopithecus, because the fossil record, it is from the Australia, so that it is called as the Australopithecus. From the Australopithecus, the first skilled human being, it is evolved, that is evolved before 20 lakh years ago. How can we say that it is a skilled human being? Because whenever the evolution evolution, which is a continuous process, this evolution has started, the brain start to develop. We can see the clear-cut difference among the human and the monkeys, because different monkeys, they are rearing around us. There is a difference among these monkeys and the human being, that is a well-developed brain is present, and this is a skilled human being which has been evolved before 20 lakh years ago, and here the brain start to develop. It start to develop, and later on many physical changes, they are also started to develop in that ancient human being, that is skilled human being, and the man with the erect posture. Erect posture means what? Erect posture means those animal which can stand erect. Monkeys, they does not stand erect. They are using all the forelimbs and the hind limb for walking, for jumping, for moving from one place to another place. But we are having the erect posture. What is the meaning of erect posture? That is, we are using only our hind limbs for standing, and the forelimbs, these are our forelimbs, though we call it as hands, but these are our forelimbs, and that we are using for different purpose, for carrying the goods, for carrying the babies, for doing other activities. And here, this man with the erect posture, this might have been evolved before 15 lakhs years ago. And from this man with the erect posture, before 1.5 lakhs, here is a gap, 1.5 lakh, the class-wise man has been evolved. Now, this man is called as a Neanderthal man. Now, this man has used the weapons which are developed from the bones of the animals. He started using animals. He started hunting. He started eating the food, that is a raw meat. He started eating in this period. That is a Neanderthal man, which is also called as the class-wise man. It is called as, look at here, the process of the evolution, it is continuous, but it is a very slow process. And whatever may be the today's human being, that Homo sapien, we are the Homo sapien. And it has been evolved from this ape-like monkey, that is a lemur. So that we say that we are the descendant of monkeys. Nowadays also, most of the activities which are present in us, that resembles to the monkeys. In Marathi we say that काय माकड चेष्टा करतोयस. Why we say? Because there are many such activities that are present in our body that resembles to the monkeys. So that we can say that we are the descendant of the monkeys, not of any other mammals. We are the descendant of the monkeys. Okay. Now, from this class-wise man, the another species of the human being, that is a Cro-Magnon man, and it has been developed before 50,000 years ago. And in this way, the human evolution has been started, and from this Cro-Magnon, the process, it is continuous, and during the process of this evolution, total evolution, brain, it starts to develop in the human being. And as the brain develop, this is the diagnostic feature, that we are having the well-developed brain, so that we can perform the different activities. And then later on, before 10,000 years ago, agriculture has been developed. Now, how this agriculture has been developed? We know that this man, or this species of the human being, ancient species of the human being, they were living in a forest. And whatever may be those sources, they are present in that forest, they were used by the human for shelter, for eating, especially the food, for fulfilling the basic need. Food is one of the most important basic need, and human has started using whatever may be the wild plant that are present in that forest area taking the fruits, seeds and all these things, and he was fulfilling his need. But as the human has realized the importance of some of the plant species which are more useful for the human than the other, and he had started cultivating that plant species, and in this way agriculture comes ahead. It comes ahead, and before 10,000 years ago agriculture practices has been started by the ancient human being. And the art of writing on a skill, before 5,000 years ago we don't have any evidences about what would be the evolution or how it has been occurred. But before 5,000 years ago, in the primitive period, we can see there are some images which has been drawn on the stones, on the rocks. Okay, so this art of writing skill, it has been developed before 5,000 years ago. And the science, modern science, start to develop before 400 years ago. Before 400 years ago, modern science has been developed, and industrialization later on. Why these skills they are developed in the human being? Because brain has been developed. Here the brain has been developed in the Cro-Magnon and the class-wise man, and this process, as it is a continuous, he had started using its brain, and according to the Charles Darwin and the Lamarckism, those organs that we are using more, they will develop more. So this brain, it starts to develop, and as the brain start to develop, we have developed all the skills, that is the agricultural practices, then the writing skill, then modern science has also been developed, and the industrialization has been developed before 200 years ago, and this process, it is a continuous still now. This process of evolution, it is a continuous still now, though we know that we are developed from the monkeys, still we are searching that how the human evolution take place. Okay, and in this way the complete evolution, and it is a continuous process. What is the name of the today's human being? We are the Homo sapiens. Might be the next species which will be evolved from us, that will be the Homo sapiens sapien. That will be the Homo sapien sapien. So in this way the human evolution is a continuous process, and it is going on continuously. In our body also the evolution is going on. It is also going on inside our body also, and in this way the human evolution, we can find the history of the human evolution. Friends, here ends our chapter. Now what you have to do, you have to write the complete exercise, and I am trying to take the Zoom meeting especially for my 10th students. If it is possible and if it is convenient for you people also, then you can mail on my account that madam you can take the Zoom meeting. Then you should have to download that app, Zoom app. Then we can take the Zoom meeting, and in that Zoom meeting we will take the discussion, because these messages you are getting on a common group of your own class. Okay, so if we are taking the discussion on that group, then it will be troublesome for other teachers which are present in your group, so that we will take the Zoom meeting on us in a special section. So you should have to write the exercise in your notebook, and you should have to be prepared. Look at here, you have to give the board exams, and if you are having any queries related to this chapter, then you can ask me at any time. Okay, so thank you.